Hi, happy Tuesday. I didn't mean to not stream for like a week. I apologize. Why is my volume up? I swear I turned it down. Anyways, I have My Little Pony cards. I can't find Pokemon cards anywhere. I haven't even opened the new set. I've never even seen the new set. Hello? Actually, that's a lie. I do have Pokemon cards, but they're just like decks. So I already know what's in them. Um, I don't know if there's a Minty in this game, but if there is, I want Minty. I tried to look it up and I couldn't find any, but Google AI says that there is a Minty, so I'm gonna believe that there's no Minty. I can't open it. Hello? This doesn't open as easily as Pokemon cards do, apparently. And I don't have scissors. I got it. I think someone super glued this. Oh, now they're stuck. Okay. They're stuck in here because it ripped on the inside. The fawn is cute. I picked it because it matched my shirt. I can't get these cards out. There's like a pocket that they're stuck in. This is embarrassing. Okay, I got them. Rarity. I don't know what good cards are in this game, so. Hydra. Little Strong Heart. Oh, this is cute. I love this card, actually. Fluttershy. She's my favorite in Gen 4. This is a cute card. She's like a little jester, clown, magician thing. Twilight. Sparkle. That's a cute one, too. Oh my god. Another rarity, but it's like you can't tell. It's like 3D. I don't know. Oh, this is cool, too. Rainbow Dash. And another Fluttershy. Oh my god, this is the best pack ever. Oh my god. I don't know if any of these are good, but I like them. Wait, can I look up what cards are good? Maybe I just made $1 billion. Um, I don't know. Does it say on the card if they're rare? I don't know how this game works. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I just pulled. Okay, well, I didn't get any of these cards that look rare. I think Crosby is using the bathroom. So that's great. Oh my god, these cards are so cute with the little sleepy pajamas on. I should have got more of these cards. I got a limited super rare. I don't know if that's good. Sounds good. That was the Fluttershy, the magician. Oh, the Sweetie Belle one's cute. Crosby. Um, these are all sideways cards. I didn't pull any of those. Um, this one, I think, is a super spark rare. I don't know what that means. This one might be a super rare. Question mark. I don't know either. You're telling me this other Fluttershy isn't a rare card? Okay. Well, I think I got good cards. Probably not worth anything, but I should have got more of these. They had so many. Well, I'm happy. I got cute cards. Anyways. I don't know where the heck I'm going in this game. But my apologies for not streaming for like a week. I had a dental scare yesterday. I don't think my crown is loose, but I was eating a burrito. And I really shouldn't be eating these burritos because they're kind of sticky. Or they're like hard to chew. I don't know. I thought I felt my crown come out of place and that my tongue pushed it back, but there's no way that would have happened like that, so I don't know, but I have been avoiding chewing on that side. Does anyone know where I'm going? I don't think I was supposed to leave the area. I have bombs. What is this? Oh? How do I use this? I don't know what's happening. But yeah, that was fun. Apparently I can activate these things. I think. Holder of the sacred powers, we grant you the power of wind. Oh, thanks. Hey, that stone marker crumbled, and there's another of those symbols. I cannot think straight. You know, no matter how many times I see that happen, it still rattles me. I don't know how to use it, though. Oh, I'm at the castle? How did I get here? Did I want to go back here? I don't remember. Oh, hello. Oh. Can you tell me how to use this thing? The name's Mudo. I'm head carpenter around these parts. The King of Hyrule has entrusted me with the town's reconstruction. This area you're standing in right now, it's a work zone. It's way too dangerous for a little kid like you. Ooh, I'm busy, kid. The boss always makes sure we've got our noses in the old grindstone. There have been a lot of creatures on the rampage lately. As a result, we're in a bit of a rush to get things repaired around here. So I assume that means I can't use this ladder here. Let me in! Oh! I swear there's a way in there. I think I've been in there. Oh. Oh, kitty! Come one, come all, see how many kinstone pieces you can collect. You never know what using kinstones will do, but it's sure to be good. Come on up and get your free kinstone bag for holding your kinstone pieces. Don't miss out on this incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yes, yes, you're here for your free kinstone bag, aren't you? That's right. Maybe you didn't hear me, but they're free for all kids right now. Oh, thanks. I can now carry kinstone pieces. Okay. Look at Booger Boy. Also, why am I being surrounded? Fitting two kinstone pieces together is called kinstone fusion. If you get two pieces to fit perfectly, great happiness will come your way. I'll put a kinstone piece in your kinstone bag so you can give it a try. Anyone who's ready and willing to fuse kinstones will look like I do right now. When you see that look in their eyes, that's when you press L. You have to choose a kinstone piece and press A to try fusing it. Did you catch all of that? Sure. Then stand in front of me and press L so we can fuse kinstones. Yes, yes, that's it. Press L. Then you can see the kinstone screen. What is happening? Hurdy-gurdy man. The 2 kinstone pieces fit perfectly. Maybe something good will happen. Crosby! Crosby! He's scratching the couch. What he doesn't know is that I got him some Purr Pops. So if he's good, he gets one of those, but he's not being good right now, so. A perfect fit. That means we're both due for a little happiness. See ya. Bye. The town is quiet enough, but past the gates, there are monsters everywhere. You should visit Stockwell's shop and get outfitted before you go out there. Where's that at? Can I just use the A button? Oh, I don't think I need to use a button. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Please feel free to browse. What is this? Ooh. I don't have enough. Oh, my friend, you're far too clever by half, but you won't be haggling with me. I could just walk out with it. Or not. Okay. This house appears to be empty. Maybe we shouldn't go in here. Okay. Oh, I can go in that little door if I'm small. Hey, what do you want? My sister's not here. She's at school. Arf. Aww. I assume there's a way I can, like, shoot myself out of these things. I need to be little and come back in here. Oh, hello. My brother's at school. Okay. Meowie meow. That's what Crosby's doing right now. Crosby! Is this a ghost? Buggity buggity boo. Did I scare ya? Kids are just naturally scared of ghosts, you know. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh no, this is horrible. My cuckoos have gotten out. Can you catch them for me? I'll help. I guess I'll help. Maybe. Try to catch 2 of them within 25 seconds, please. You can't go into buildings or leave town. Oh no. Ah! How do I pick them up? Oh no. Oh, that's how. Okay. I got a golden one. No! Oh my god. Help! Well, it looks like I'm still missing a lot of cuckoos. Thanks anyway, maybe you can help out again another time. I want to help! Your stupid golden one kept jumping out of my hands. That's not my fault. No. Stop. Do I walk slower? Like, I don't know. Oh, I think it just doesn't like me. Thanks, here's your reward. What are these? Crosby! You got 20 rupees. Doesn't it feel good to help others? He just keeps scratching the couch. Arf, arf, arf. Did you see the tournament? It was incredible. I was out of my seat and cheering before I even knew it. Yeah, that sword fighting tournament was so exciting. Oh, if only my husband were talented enough to compete. Oh, wow. I really want to play a game, but this place isn't open yet. I guess I just got here too early. Oh, do you want to talk to me? I'm the postman, crossing town at incredible speed to bring you your mail. Oh. Arf, arf, arf. The stall is kind of dirty. I guess that guy won't be setting up here today. What? Hey, fresh fruit. Get your fresh fruit here. Can I get some? Howdy, come get your fresh veggies grown by Eenie and Meanie. They're fresher than fresh folks, and they're good for you too. Oh, we got free bananas and a free tomato at the grocery store. They were just like at the checkout, and I was like, well, I'll take them. I just love shopping. Oh, and I mustn't forget to buy some of that surprise-filled bread from PETA. I don't know what I'm gonna make with the tomato, though. Oh. That's unfortunate. They're not open yet. Oh well, we'll just have to come back later, won't we? I'll go over there. I think the mayor is doing a fine job, no matter what people say. That mustachio guy strikes me as somewhat unreliable. There's something fishy about this room, too. I am Hagen, mayor of this fair town. Mayors are usually very important and busy folk, I'll have you know. Hi, Sphinx, how are you? But I still have a hobby, of course. I collect unusual masks. I just love them. They're beautiful. Simply magnificent, I tell you. Majora's Mask. Something fishy about this room. Mean that? I got a kinstone piece. Ooh, I need to be like really strong, I think. You craving Chinese food? I had Panda Express last week. You're playing Stellar Blade, is it good? I want to play that game. I've been trying to get my fiance to buy it for me. I want to play it. There's an old legend that something big will happen when Hyrule's bell rings. Can I ring it? I don't know how to ring it. I came to check out a book, but they're not open yet. Ah, well, age brings patience, Sonny. I can wait. Okay. I don't think I'd be good at Stellar Blade, but it does look fun. Just because you have a sword and shield doesn't mean you'll be safe. I can't let you go out there alone. Not until you know some sword techniques. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. At Griffin. I am supposed to be going that way, so I have to find someone that teaches sword techniques. Stamp, right to left. I can help you. I got to help in Wind Waker. Can I help you sort the mail? The Swiftblade school in the south end of town is really awesome. The teacher, Swiftblade, has an amazingly direct teaching style. I wish I could train there. Okay, the south end of town. Who's this guy? I come from a faraway land. You can tell by my clothing, can't you? This place isn't so bad once you get used to it. I like it here. I need to come back here when I'm small. Excuse me. Excuse me, can you move? I need this dog to move. It's not gonna move. Oh. I was not expecting him to come up here. I'm gonna assume he's blocking my way. The south end of town. I found a shoe store. What's up? Oh, welcome. Welcome to Rem's shoe shop. Lately, wherever I take a nap, all my shoes are done when I wake up. You know, if I can make shoes in my sleep, I must be in the right job. Oh. That's right, even some human objects are portals to the Minish world. This Minish may not look like much, but they are quite crafty. Okay, now I can do stuff. Oh my god. How do I move the shoes? I'm gonna leave. Oh, I can't? Okay. I could not leave. That sucks. I thought I could just go explore. Where the heck is this place that I need to go? How's a baby cuckoo on the top of that house? Are you the school? I am Swiftblade, finest swordsman in all of Hyrule. If you train with me, I guarantee that you will increase your skill dramatically. So, would you like to train here? Please. We shall start with the most basic of all techniques. I shall teach you the spin attack. First, press and hold your sword button. Second, build up enough power. Third, release your destructive might. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Yes. I like the music in here. Haha, very good. You are a very quick student. But one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. I call this the Swiftblade possession technique of training. Watch this. Position. Yeah. Phew, now you must try it yourself. Press and hold your sword button. Build up enough power. Then release your destructive might. That's all there is to it. Oh. Feel the technique. Yes, fine work. You're a quick study. I will now give you this tiger scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with this scroll. You may view it anytime from the quest status screen. Thank you. This is the first sword technique you've learned from Master Swiftblade. Can I learn another one? There are no more techniques I can teach you with your current sword. Come again when you have a new sword in hand. Okay. Now I have to find the spot I was in earlier. I like this little roll. Oh ho, so you've learned the spin attack. It's still dangerous, but maybe you can handle it. Well, let's see how you do. Show me that spin attack. Yeah, that's the one. But there are monsters out there, kid. You just make sure you're careful. Thank you. Oh my god. He was kind of cute. You got 5 rupees. That's kind of nice. Hello? I know how to use a ladder. Am I supposed to be able to do that? I see the bombable wall. Now let me put the bomb away. Or I will waste them. Who's this? Hello? How do I kill him? Oh. I don't want to waste my bombs. That's not gonna kill you? What the heck? Oh wait, I'm stupid. I know how to do this. Silly me. Okay, you got me. Let me make it up to you. You can have this most deluxe of all bottles for only 20 rupees. So, what do you say, huh? Sure. I'm assuming I need a bottle. Use it to store all sorts of things. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. I just don't know if I'm supposed to know how to pull that thing. Can I put a bomb in here? No. Not where I want the bomb. Okay. That was kind of rude. No! I hate playing these old games on the Switch controller. Royal Valley, Mount Fennel. I think he fell in the water. Mount Crenel's base. What is this? Oh. Oh. I think I need water. You put water in your bottle. Sprinkle it on different things. I'm gonna sprinkle it here. Oh, and there's a bubble wall that I walked by. At least I saw it. No, I cannot navigate the menu on these games. Make it up to you by telling you something good. A friend of mine in a cave just east of here. Okay, let me get my sticky notes out. Cave east in Trilby Highlands. He has an item? Is that what I just got? If you're planning on going up Mount Crenel, I think you might need it. It won't get you to the top, but it might just give you a start. I think that's the bottle I just got, but... Oh no, here we go. I'm about to start struggling. Dangerous, no climbing. That scared me. Fairies. I found a fairy. This reliable ally will replenish your life energy. I catch the fairy? I feel like I should. I don't know. Do I need water? I don't know. I'm gonna keep my water. I don't want to get stuck in these spider webs. I can't go through that gap. Anything over here? Beware, crumbling walls, blasting strictly prohibited. Okay, so I'm gonna blow it up. Thank you. Choose. Choo-choo. I push these. I cannot push them. Do I have to see this every time this happens? So this perfectly normal looking stone was another portal to the Minish world. There may be other rock portals. Keep your eyes peeled, boy. I don't know where I'm going though. Did I blow up this rock? I'm gonna run out of bombs. I do have to see it every time, and I can't skip. Oh, I can skip it. Where the heck am I going? Can you guys give me some bombs as your dropped item? Mighty Yenna. Oh, I drowned. Okay. So what do I do with this information? What? That is not a command. What am I supposed to do in here? I put Mount Fresno mineral water in my bottle. It's piping hot. I don't know what else to do in here, so I'm gonna hope that that was the thing that I had to do. I'm going to cut the grass. Let me jump down here. Where do I go? Can I get in here? Mushroom. Is Crosby under me right now? I can't feel him. Oh. Once you've pulled off their horn masks, those guys are no trouble whatsoever. And how do you want me to do that? I don't know what to do. I don't want to use my bomb on them. Oh, that's what you do. Okay. They're kind of cute like that. So. Hi, Kit K. Thank you for lurking. Where'd he go? Did he go in here? I think he disappeared. Yay, I got bombs. Thank you. I didn't want to go all the way back and buy them. No hearts. Nothing. Oh. What the heck? Oh, I thought my game froze. Of course. How silly of me. Hey, my boy. Jump into that whirlwind over there for me. Hehehe. I wonder, is this a great idea or a terrible one? I don't know. There we go. I thought he was gonna explain to me how to do that. Oh my god. Does Crosby just have to be annoying the entire time I stream? Can I have that? Oh my god. What did I just get hurt by? I'm gonna try this. It did nothing. And I want to keep it, so... Did I go in here? Make it up to you by selling you bombs, 10 of them for 30 rupees. Well, no. Then get lost. Okay. Do I have to go all the way through here again? Just to get back up there? I feel like I need to be small. I have that. I'm confused. What the heck? I rolled right into it and it did nothing. Okay, that's what I thought I needed to do, but it didn't do it. Dang, I might have to buy those bombs from him. I got 50 rupees. You must be very happy. I am. Thank you. Got a kinstone piece. Now I have 2 of those. And a piece of heart. I completed a new heart. Yay! My life energy has been replenished and increased. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Do I not need this mineral water? Can you stop walking into the water, Link? Can you stop? I just want to walk forwards. Okay. That did nothing. I'm confused. Where do I put the water? Just don't run into that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Stop it, Link. Why can't you just walk in a straight line? I doubt this is gonna work. Yeah, I can't. What would I need mineral water for? How many bombs do I have? 2. I might have to buy these bombs. For 30 rupees though, I think I'm getting scammed, but it's fine. I'm confused. I feel like here I have to get a seed and put it in here. I'm confused. Give me Gimme! I don't know what else to do. What am I missing? A bombable wall, maybe? That wouldn't be surprising. I don't know, I thought maybe something over there would move. Oh, and I didn't even get 12 bombs, I got 10. Can I suck these off? Oh, I can. How much have I been missing by not doing that? Probably nothing. Maybe I should do it up here. There it is. There something is. Is there anything else? What the heck, Lee? There we go. I'm silly. I don't know why I didn't think about sucking these up. I need to bring all of that back. Oh, Hello. Water is life for kernel beans. Blue beans grow when you pour water on them. But the green beans like Mount Krennel mineral water. Mount Krennel mineral water can be found only in a spring here on Mount Krennel. Well, really, the spring is closer to the base of Mount Krennel. Mannequin stone piece. Can I sleep in your bed? Link. Why would he do that? I was not looking. Okay, that time that wasn't my fault. Link! I'm gonna die in here. Oh my god, Link, stop. This is horrible. This better be something good. It's like, okay. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but maybe it'll come in handy one day. Hi Bailey, how are you? Oh my god, I walked into the abyss again. I gotta find that fairy fountain. I'm over here. Can I get some hearts? Please. Oh, it wants me to lift it? Okay. I didn't know he can carry this, but Big Link couldn't pick it up with his little thing. Okay. I guess I become big now. And it put me over here. Thank you. Finally. Gonna walk, I don't mind. That could at least stun him for a second. There's a lot going on over here. Oh my god. Why would it start me not in front of the bridge? Watch out for falling rocks. Okay. So I don't know how to climb that though. Why are there so many hidden bombable walls? That's a bomb. I don't keep bombs in my hand. That's my current item. This winged friend will come to your aid if your life energy is depleted. how long you're gonna be in that bottle. I don't understand how I'm supposed to climb. There must be. Is there something behind these guys? No. Well, I don't want to waste my bomb. Bombs. Didn't realize I could pick these up. Can you not? Oh. I want to turn around. I'm trying so hard to kill these choo-choos. My ads are about to run. I feel like I have to bomb something. Not that though. This maybe? Okay, I did it. The faintest amount of steam escaped, now the whole place. That happened to us when we first moved into this apartment. I was cooking sausage and the smoke alarm went off. And it's never happened since. But I was afraid to cook. I was like, I don't want that happening every time I cook. Oh my god. Why can't I kill this one? I want my bombs. I just want to press A to open the chest. Another tombstone piece. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. There's an ad for a $1,000 gaming monitor. I need that. Got a window right next to the stove. We have a window in our kitchen, but it's not next to the stove. Turn your fan on. I never do that, but Griffin does. I'm gonna take a break while my ad's running. I'll be right back. I'm back. I didn't mean to do that. And now we got the other choo-choos. Oh my god. Hello? Help! Oh my god. Why did he come at me like that? How do I... Oh. What the heck? Through the rock, really? Okay, wrong stock. Oh, hold on. Let me rewind. I don't want to waste my bombs like that. How did I not kill you? Oh my god. I'm scared! Go away! I didn't realize it would be that easy to just kill him. Tunnel lines, wall. Nothing. I don't mind shortcut to bottom. Well, I don't want to take the shortcut. Is this a bomb? I guess so. Here. Oh, I could have used that on here, but I was not standing the right way. What's the point of a rock wall if I can only climb down? This fabulous grip ring is just perfect for a young mountaineer like yourself. Climb in style for only 40 rupees. What a bargain. I whistled, I didn't mean to. Sure. Can easily- oh, well there's my answer. I needed an item. Do I need to equip it? Nope. Is this a dungeon? I can't take that in with me, okay. Okay. I'm confused. Is there anything else I can do? I need a a seed. You're getting war flashbacks. Can you tell me what to do here? I feel a little silly. Also, welcome in. I feel stupid. It's probably so obvious. Must be. Hold B down. Where? What do I not have? What does that mean? What do I need? What did I miss? Oh no. Please don't tell me I have to go back like really far. This is horrible. What is this? Okay, wait, I was just here. What wall did I not climb yet? I think I don't know. Something I have to climb. Oh my god, that scared me. Okay. I'm silly. I forgot that this was an area. I'm gonna get killed. I'm scared. Oh my god. Where am I? I haven't been here yet, I'm pretty sure. I think this is the top of the mountain. Oh, it's raining. Okay. I love how he's 2 pixels tall. What? These raindrops are like boulders of water to us, kid. Watch out. If one of them hits us, it'll sting something fierce. Oh, they got me. Why would they do this to me? I'm getting Zelda 2 flashbacks. I'm gonna drive home, be safe. I need to figure out how to get to that one. To that. Am I crazy? Where do I go? I don't think I can do anything else over here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Does it have something to do with this rock? Well, I already messed it up, so if it does, that sucks. I just don't see anywhere else to go as a little link. I didn't need to do this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh. Don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what to do. I knew it had something to do with this rock. Silly. Okay. Did I mess up already? I think I messed up. Dang it. Crosby. I could have just rewinded. It's fine. I'm trying not to rewind so much. I mean, I've mostly been doing it to save my bombs. That's the only one I can push. What? Crosby! I might have to feed Crosby. There we go. scared me. I like those little guys without their horn. They're cute. They look like birds. Oh. Hi, Corin. How are you? Can I grab these? I'm okay. I think my tooth is also okay. You know what I think is happening? I think my teeth are shifting or something. Because I think my crown has moved. And I think, like, when I'm eating, food is getting stuck in between my teeth, and then it feels like it's gonna rip my crown out. So I need to go to the dentist anyways. Just don't know. I'm referring to my message I sent Discord yesterday. They do be moving. I wish they didn't. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oopsies. Well, I can't spin. I don't know. Oh, I can just pick it up. I wasn't actually trying to throw it that time. Can I please just look at this? Why do I keep pressing A? Is that not the solution? Can I have that? I think I either suck at throwing or that's not what I do. I could see a little bit further down. I mean, what even is that, a button? I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. Can I throw a bomb at it? Can I throw bombs? There we go. That was my first time throwing bombs. I didn't know I could do that. Can these choo-choos just be nice? Okay. Made it out of there. Oh no. just pushed it too far over. This isn't even the dungeon. I assume there's a dungeon coming. Why wouldn't there be? I don't want these. I thought I was getting an item. I'm confused. I'm afraid to go to the dentist. Last time I was there, I had a panic attack, and it was not good. I don't want them to tell me that I need more crowns, because I know that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, we have to pull this tooth, and you need a crown on this tooth, because your teeth suck. Who's this? Is this a bad guy? Ting along, tong along, dig along for iron. Dig down, dig around, dig the ground for iron. This mine belongs to Malari and us, his 7 apprentices. Did you ting along, tong along all this long way to get your sword repaired? The boss is down on the lowest level. Can I sleep? No. The kitchen? Ting tong, tong along, deep down, dig joy in the ground. The place where you make swords that I can't think of a name for right now. If you head outside from here, you can go see the mine the humans dug, but the boss doesn't let anyone go in there without permission. Okay. Green clothes, an odd hat. Sir, might you be young Cupid? I am Malari, Master Smith. I hear you want me to reforge the sacred sword and help break a curse. I'll be needing the old sword, which holds the power of the elements first. Show me that broken Picori blade. I love all this adventure, what with the rescuing of princesses and such. I'd be happy to reforge this thing in a brand new sacred blade for you. It'll take me a while to rework your sword. In the meantime, you should track down the missing elements. One of them should be in the mine the humans dug. It's not far from here. Alright, let's get started. There'll be a while, Cupid. Let's leave them to it and find that element. What? You're going to the mine? If you've talked to the boss, I won't stop you, but be careful. Thank you. Holder of the sacred powers, we grant you the power of wit. Hey, that stone marker crumbled, and there's another of those symbols. You know, no matter how many times I see that happen, it still rattles me. You said that last time. Cave of Flames. Wow, it's hot in here. Come on, let's not stand around wasting time. Find that element so we can get out of here. Is this a dungeon? Who are these guys? Oh my god. Hold on. Is this the dungeon? I think it is. Okay. Ah! Oh my god. Help! I don't like it in here. I'm scared. I'm gonna use my own bomb. are these guys? Oh. Your sword won't make a dent in their thorny armor. Flip them over before you strike. Oh, well, it's probably not that then. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hmm. Okay. Dang it. Why did the other one die immediately? I got the compass. Thank you. Oh no, not this guy. Not this guy. Stop! I don't like you. Hate those guys. Excuse me. Why did he go up the ladder? Oh no. This does not look fun. Hey. They just love to have a railroad track in these old games. I guess in Tears of the Kingdom they have one too. I didn't mean to use that guy to kill the other guy. This must be what the humans who built this mine used to get around in here. Maybe we should hop in. What? After all this, you don't expect me to believe you're scared. There's nothing to be afraid of here. Come on, let's go. Oh, poor Link is scared. Oh my god. Sweet jumping jellyfish, that was awful. Hey kid, what are you smiling about? I knew it was madness to risk our lives in that rickety human contraption. From now on, let's just stick to our feet. Well, I mean, your feet. I mean, that's what I was trying to do, apparently. Thank you. Whatever. Ah! Why were you already lit up? Oh my god. Why are there so many of these guys? Hi Brad, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I'm playing Zelda, finally, for the first time since I got traumatized by Zelda 2. But hi, I'm Cupid. I play Nintendo games. I'm playing Pokemon next month, I think. Pokemon X, I think. I'm new to Pokemon, so if any of that sounds interesting, you should follow me. Let me give you a shout out. Oh, I didn't read what he said. How interesting. So there was a portal hidden away in here, Whenever you want me to shrink you down, just hop up there and press me. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do that. Thank you. I'm liking this game. It's better than the other top-down Zeldas I've played. I'm scared. Wait, I probably shouldn't go in here. Probably backtrack a little bit. Thank you for doing the other shout-out. Weren't there other little things I can go in? Am I crazy? I swear there were. Okay, whatever. But this game is fun so far. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna not. I tried to roll and I think I was too close to it. Did you find any shinies today? I'm scared. Can they see me? I'm gonna die if I go in that hole. Not the one you needed. Here's the thing. Ah. Can I actually kill these guys with my little sword? I can't get this! Okay. I don't know where I'm going. Can I open this? I can't do anything. Oh my god, I walked way too close to that. Where are the choo-choos now? Oh, I can just do this. Okay. I was like, how do I get out of here? I got the map. Okay. Oh no. That looks like a big dungeon. I don't want these. Oh my, it looks really, really hot in that lava. Trust me, falling into that would be a bad idea. I'm sure you agree. Agree. Let me get these out of the way. Wow, pushing myself into the lava. Okay. I'm scared. Oh my god. I'm scared. What are these guys? Oh. Can I... Well, he's in a hole. I got 50 rupees. I think it's my wallet full. I hate when I'm on like a time limit to do things like that. Oh. I'm getting here. Oh, I can't go that way. Oh no. I have to go the long way. This is scary. Is he gonna make it? Okay. Can I have that? I don't know how to get that. Just gonna walk away. Did I go in a circle? Did I do anything of importance in that room? Where am I going? Hold on. I'm silly. I'm gonna take a break because I'm about to have a coughing fit and I'm gonna run my ads. I'll be right back. I'm back. I hope I'm not getting sick. That would suck. But yeah, I did need this chest. I do need that key. Key would be nice to have. Am I getting sick? Am I dying? Help. Where did I need a key at? There it is. Okay. Stop. Rude. Eat those things. Crosby is going crazy. Hello. Oh no. I don't know how to kill these guys. Oh no. I don't know how to kill them. I'm just getting lucky. I don't know how I did that. I got the Cane of Passy. This mystical rod has the power to flip things over. Use it to charge up energy in holes and then flip up on out of it. Okay. Not that one. Hey kid, why don't you take that Cane of Passy and fire it at that hole? I mean, you never know what'll happen until you try, right? I knew that was gonna be what those do. Got a key. Okay. Now where did I need it? What the heck? What the heck? I'm scared. What is that? What is this? Is this gonna hurt me? I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. Crosby! This is gonna suck. Huh? Oh. I'm gonna assume this needs to go in this hole over here. Can I have that? Did I mess up? Why isn't he coming out of the hole? I'm gonna have to come back into the room. No. Dang it. They closed. Okay, I might have to go feed Crosby. I thought someone would be back in time to feed him. Got another kinstone piece. This looks rough. I can't get to that one, okay. Oh my god. The A button would have been nice. I don't know why I pressed R and A. Oh my god. That's the problem. Never mind. No. Oh my god. This is not gonna be fun. Link, why? Oh my god. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. My sword. Thank you for the heart, I needed that. Oh my god, I was Wasn't expecting it to go that far. Push this? No. I'm having a great time with this game so far. Just in case anyone's curious. Can I go over here? Thank you. Where do I go? I got 100 rupees. I don't think I can go this way. Go back. Oh my god, I tried my best. Cancel. Where am I going? Another kinstone piece. Thank you. So unexpected. I got the big key. The flying is kind of like finicky a little bit. I don't know where to go. Boss is above me, I think, but I have to take that one. Just look at it. I don't know. I swear I saw the door at some point. Oh, wait. Move that on there. TLOZ. Heck, Link, why would you do that? You couldn't have made that tiny little gap I accidentally left in between them. Why did this one break so quick? Oh my god. Maybe I don't go that way. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I'm pretty sure I do go that way. Link! Why? He's stressing me out. No. Why can't he make that little gap? Like, I just don't understand. I feel like I'm stuck right here. Worst place ever unlocked. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I've barely cheated today. I feel like give me some grace. I don't know. I don't like it here. I don't know how to get to that other one. I don't have time. Help. Wait, can I like push myself? No, I pushed myself into lava. Okay. don't know. I think I'm insane. This is how I got over here, right? Why will he not make the little gap? I need the little time to get on that third one. Link. That's why I stopped playing Zelda. Link doesn't like me. Is this not what I'm supposed to do? Can I not make it back over here this way? Why does this one break so fast? I don't know. I tried to jump that way. Can I, like, sock it up and move it? No. I'm about to just go in a circle and see if there's literally any other way. Oh, I forgot I couldn't. Okay. That was smart of me. Hold on. Link. I gotta remember how the heck I got around here. Please go that way. Must be. I really hope this works. Pause we. Okay. I made it. I have no idea if that was the intended way to do that, but it was easier than whatever the heck I was trying to do before. Who plays Xenoblade 3? Okay. Hey. Looks like a Pokemon. Is that not a Pokemon? Can I flip you over? I did flip him over. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know how to get out of that situation. Oh, it's on fire. Okay. Oh my god, Link. Link! Why am I- oh, he's on fire. That's why he's running. His butt's on fire. This is not going well. Why did I just lose, like, all of my hearts? Got hit by a rock and I walked into the lava again. Beautiful. And the lava got bigger. Oh. Hey, can you stop spinning? Please? He's not dead. Oh no. Oh, I got some hearts though. Let me just lose them immediately. Oh my god. Everything's on fire. Okay. I get to it like that though. Why did it spawn me over there? That was fun. I had a blast. I got the thingy. The element thing. I think. You got the fire element. Flames bring light to darkness and warmth to all. The fire element is the embodiment of that power. Yay. Thank you. Oh, that was hot. It was so hot. I thought my fibers would catch fire. But it's over now. I suppose we should go back and speak to Malari. Oh, I don't remember where that is. Wait, I didn't go into that thing. Did I? Oh wait, this is the place that I was. Okay. Well, that was fast work, but not so fast that I didn't finish your sword. Here, take a look. I call this new blade the White Sword. Thank you. You got the White Sword. Its beautiful white blade sparkles with light. You can put away your grandfather's sword now. Once you infuse it with the power of the elements, it will become a sacred blade. The Forest Elder no doubt told you this part, but if you want to infuse the sword, you must go to the Elemental Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is a strange realm, trapped between two worlds. It is the bridge between the Minish world and the human world. The doorway to the Sanctuary opens only once every 100 years. You'll find that door hidden within Hyrule Castle. Once the blade has been filled with the power of the four elements, you should be able to break the curse on your princess. The course. I know you can do it. After all, you made short work of that human mind. Let me tell you about a shortcut you can use to get down from the mountain. You'll find it right in front of the entrance of the mine you just explored. Just follow that and you'll be down in no time. Good luck. So do I have the thing to do the thing I was trying to do earlier now? Wherever that was. Is it the sword? I don't know. Do I not have it? It said someone followed me, so if someone followed me, thank you. Sometimes my notifications don't go off for some reason. Which hates me, I think. I don't know. After a while, okay. I guess I have to come back. The Elemental Sanctuary, okay. So at what point did you start hating this game? Did you come back? Oh no. Hi Barnes, welcome in. How are you? Oh. This dungeon? You hated that dungeon? I thought it was fine. The flying part was a little finicky, but it was okay. I need to get back to this area. I bomb this. Do you like Minish Cap? Oh, I forgot to put first playthrough in my title. I knew I was forgetting something. I've never played this game. I don't know where I'm going. The original, like, Zelda game? Well, if it isn't Cupid, it is good to see you again. School is in session right now, so I'm afraid I can't let you in. But I'm a child and I need to go to school. I didn't need to place a bomb next to Booger Boy. Let me get these out of my hand. I can't believe Booger Boy is in this game. Oh, it looks like they're having fun in there. I wish I could play with them. Oh. I played the first Zelda in January. I had help with it, so it wasn't a horrible time. But the second one was terrible. Under construction, all digging is strictly prohibited. I don't even know how to dig. I really want to play a game, but this place isn't open yet. It wasn't open earlier either. I want to play a game. I don't know where I'm going. Oh. My throat kind of hurts, and I did have a coughing fit. So I feel like maybe I should stop here, which is where I normally stop anyways. Oh, do not load a suspend point. Oh my god, that would have been terrible. No! Stop. I've just almost pulled a Rye in Wind Waker. That would have made me hate the game. That would have made me hate this game. You need to play Wind Waker HD. It needs a second chance. I think you'd like the HD version. Can this get off of my screen, please? No? Okay. I want to play. I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks on the 25th, I think. So if I beat this in Mario, which at this point I doubt I will have enough time. I was gonna play Wind Waker, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. Because I can beat Wind Waker pretty quickly. So if somehow I manage to have enough time to play it, then I would do that. I'm gonna raid out. I think I'm gonna raid Culture. What is Culture playing? Final Fantasy X. I'll be back tomorrow at noon EST to play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I'm gonna try to focus on leveling up because I'm afraid that because I don't like fighting things, I am a bit underleveled for whatever is coming next. My phone just died. So I'm gonna try to focus on leveling up, and I'm gonna play this game again on Thursday. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and I'll see you guys with this on Thursday. Have a good night. Stay safe. Bye.